Okay, it looks like I'm going live. All right. So I want to start more of my channel. I don't I don't want to be controversial. I just want to be like um talk. Because sometimes like I just need to talk, right? Sometimes we just need to talk. Look at this sad bread. Um Today's Thursday. Um my last day on my current job is tomorrow. And I'm excited and I'm nervous, um, as is normal, I guess. And I'm excited to start this new job. So, really excited. So, it has to do with a little bit of the beauty industry. So, that's all I'll say. Um, and then I start nurse practitioner's classes on August 17th, and I'm nervous about that. So, I wanted to see if anybody would indulge me in watching my channel talk about all these things. Because my husband, I don't want to bog him down with it because he's not as much of a talker as I am. Um, and I like to talk things over and over and over and over. Um, I'm just doing this on the fly. And I know you can edit and all that and skip all the spaces and all that, but I ain't got time to do all that. So my current job, I currently really like my boss. Oh, she's so sweet. I wish I could just stay with her forever. But the actual task of the job, it's so painful. I mean, I've been doing a desk job for 10, 11 years now. And it is so hard on my back and my neck. I'm so tired from it all. Um, I'm just kind of chopping up this tuna a little bit. But just being hunched over a desk is just. So we had a little Zoom farewell luncheon, and everybody showed up with their little lunch box, and they were going to eat and stuff. And my husband said, "Oh, you're going to get. Are they going to get you lunch?" I'm like, "No, silly. We're all just going to show up at our desk with our lunch." And sure enough, my manager sends a lunch over to me from La Madeline. Freaking love La Madeline. And she sends over La Madeline. And it was the best rosemary chicken. It was so good. So that's what I had for lunch. Me and my husband went to work. And now I'm going to have, I guess I'm going to have dinner alone. I'm okay with that. You know, when you're married, you don't want to be together and all the time and annoy each other. And my husband is definitely not annoying. I'm annoying. I'm high maintenance, and I know I can be. And I don't mean to be. I come by it honestly. If you met my family, you would understand. Um, let's see. What else do I want to say? Um, I'm so tired of the computer. I'm so tired of the computer. I'm just so tired of the computer. Our healthcare system, there's so much wrong with our healthcare system. There's so much wrong with our healthcare system. It makes me so sad. And we were already kind of on the upswing when the Affordable Care Act was, uh, put in place. And now it's like we're going backwards again. It's just like, what the hell? I just pray for all my nurses working in the hospital, friends working in the hospital, that they're all safe. So I may just do like 15 minutes on here and then not film too long one. Okay, something I discovered that I need to do is take smaller bites. So I get this reflux bad and these spasms. Oh my gosh, they hurt so bad because I take too big a bite. And I literally have to teach myself that nobody's going to eat my food for me or take it from me, that I can just take smaller bites. I brought over the bowl instead of the sandwich. So, just trying to take smaller bites and take my time with eating. So, I'm doing that now. Because in the hospital, we get like 30 minutes to eat. In 12 hours, you get 30 minutes to eat. So that means you have 30 minutes. By the time you go to the bathroom, there's 5 minutes. If you're wearing pantyhose or support hose, add another minute. If you are on your period, add another 2 minutes. Wash your hands, add another 2 minutes. If you got to go downstairs to the cafeteria, add another at least 2 to 3 minutes. Then get in line, find your food, figure out what you want, see what they're serving, add another 5 minutes. By the time you get back upstairs to the break room, or even if you just stay in the cafeteria and eat in the cafeteria, you probably got about 10 minutes to actually eat your food. You can't open a magazine, you can't open a newspaper, you can't open anything. You can't read anything, you can't make a phone call. You could, but it'll be a 5-minute phone call. It's not fun. It's not fun. I did it for 17 years. It's hard work. It's hard work. So I was used to taking these ginormous bites trying to get my food down. And usually by the time I did go down, I was starving. So I would just like cram the food down. And it's not a healthy way to eat, honestly. So I need a drink. I want to buy juice. I'm not going to drink another buy juice. So is anybody else watching this Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson drama? I'm so enwrapped in it for some silly reason. I think because it's a distraction. So it keeps me like distracted. And everybody's commenting on it and speculating on what's going to happen and everything. But here's something nobody's really talked about. Like the fact that if what Tati says is true, They swindled us all. They really fooled us all. Like, I legitimately thought that that Shane and Jeffrey were like, Shane was like this nice guy that was just learning about palettes and colors and how to make, when really the video was not meant to be that. The video was meant to be about the beauty dramas channels. I think it's interesting. So I like to watch Peter Mon. He's hilarious. I like to watch, oh gosh, this little kid named Andy or Andrew. Andy. It's a couple of people out who watch them. I used to like to watch Rich Lux, but I don't know, Rich just seems kind of like in Jeffrey's pocket. I'm at 11 minutes. So that's what I've been doing. What else? It's so hot today in Dallas. It's probably 95, which means that it feels like 100 if you get the heat index. It's 6 o'clock. I have one more day of work on this job. Like I said, I love everybody at this job. But the sitting at the computer is tough. It is tough. And especially with this pandemic, like, there's nowhere to go afterwards. And I can't even lie, even when there wasn't the pandemic and the restrictions and you could go somewhere, 2, 3 years ago when I did it, didn't even want to go anywhere. I would just stay home then too. Working at home is not for everyone because I have to make myself like brush my hair. Okay, so tell me what you think. Maybe I shouldn't eat on when filming. I don't know. But maybe I feel like I'm having dinner. Subscribing, like. I can tell nursing stories for a few minutes. I can talk about hospital stories. I can talk about travel nursing. I can talk about nursing school. Boring. I can talk about makeup. I can talk about YouTube. So, see if you're interested in following me and having dinner with me. Or maybe lunch. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we think. All right? Have a good evening. Bye.